ดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello, welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join, and we are waiting for our participant, which happened to be Claudia, our first participant. Hi, Claudia.
Hello, good afternoon from Switzerland. Glad that I can participate today. And so far, I have no questions. Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Mixed emotions. So, after my mother died, where I was asking Tanachan for advice, two very good friends of me also died, and about 4 or 5 days ago, I got the message that another of my closest friends is going to die. So I have to deal a lot with anatta and anicca and dukkha. And I anchor myself in meditation as often as I can and try to accept it, of course.
You can see the Four Noble Truths in real time now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not in theory
Absolutely.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have to contemplate about death all the time, to
Yeah.
prep our mind to accept the truth,
Yeah.
the first noble truth, which is suffering, the truth of suffering, birth, aging, sickness, and death. And
That is so true. And so, of course, I feel sadness, but I think that my practice helps me to accept it. And I try to see what those friends gave to me. They had a very big meaning in my life. They supported me a lot because I came from a very dysfunctional family, and those friends helped me a lot to have self-confidence and to feel myself and the qualities I have. And so, of course, I'm very sad about all this. On the other hand, I think that nobody can take away what they gave me on support. And so I try to turn my grief and my sadness also into gratitude and into a Buddhist practice.
yes, by reflecting on their goodness, it can make you feel that they must go to a happy place
Yeah.
due to the merit that they have done to other people like you.
Yeah. That did a lot for me. Yeah.
Loving kindness, compassion, charity. These are the Dhamma that will propel the mind into a good state after death.
Yeah. Yeah. And this gives me also a lot of comfort.
Mhm. In fact, nobody dies. The body is just a robot that we use to do whatever we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We are the knowing element that doesn't die with the body. We just go on to the next life if we still have cravings for living.
Yeah.
But if we see that living is suffering, then maybe we want to stop our next life. We don't want to go and repeat the same mistake again.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
So we have to meditate and develop wisdom to get rid of our cravings, our desire for sensual pleasures.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is why I feel so blessed that Ajaan is my teacher and that I have access to the teaching of the Buddha, and I completely trust the teaching and
Yes,
the Buddha, of course.
that's what you need. First of all, is your trust in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
Yeah.
Once you have trust, then you can commit yourself to full practice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Let
Thank you
this
so much for
let this
everything.
be a lesson to teach you the Dhamma, the reality of the Four Noble Truths. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Next, we'll go to Diana from Wales. Haven't seen you for a few weeks.
Hello, Tanashan. Very happy to be here. It's all been a bit chaotic here, so I haven't really felt I've been doing very well, but I'm still trying.
Yes, everywhere is chaotic. The world is chaotic. You have to withdraw inside yourself. Like going deep sea diving in the water, so you can get away from this chaotic world. Meditation is like that. Meditation is pull your mind away from the world.
Yes, yes. Need to feel more peaceful.
Yeah, you have to get out of the fire. Don't remain in the fire. Get out by meditating. When your mind become calm and peaceful, then you are away from the chaotic world.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
No question yet.
Not really. I don't know. I have been contemplating on anger when people hurt us and we've got residual resentment. It's part of life in a way, and I know we should have equanimity.
Yes.
But is it wrong to feel it even if we don't take it out on people?
It hurts yourself when you feel like this. So it's wrong in the sense that you're hurting yourself. Because when you feel mad, angry at people, your mind is not happy. But if you can forgive them, then your mind can become happy.
Yes.
Forgive them. This is their karma. This is how they were made. They are apples or oranges. You cannot change them.
Yes.
They are made by the karma.
It's hard, as a woman. There's so many things you have to do. My father's 95, so I have to go and take care of him, and he's got a birthday coming up, so we have to celebrate. And those are good things too, but they're a lot of work too.
Yeah, you should look at it as it's a practice of charity. Give other happiness, and it will make you feel happy by giving people happiness. You'll get the happiness in return.
Yes. Yes. So still trying, Tanajan.
Okay, just keep pushing yourself. Mindfulness is the key to your practice. Mindfulness and meditation. Whenever you feel restless or agitated, try to meditate. Calm your mind down. Okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Next, Anura from New Zealand. Where's
Good
Ramya
evening.
today?
Good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I think Ramya may not join because she has been attending the online retreat with Ajaan Anand. So I think they have an online retreat. So she's been attending the whole day until late. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think last Sunday we had a very interesting day at Thai temple. So there were about 80 or 90 Thai Sangha in Christchurch. So they had the what do you call Union of Thai Sangha in Oceania. So
You mean Thai peoples or lay people?
I don't know Thai or Sangha or the
Because
bhikkhus. Yeah. So
okay.
we went there and a lot of chanting, and it's a very good event. And we met Ajahn Kalyano briefly, and we spent time with Ajahn Kusalachitto, Vimutti Monastery, abbot of the Vimutti Monastery in Auckland. A lot of Dhamma discussion. It was a wholesome day for us. Yeah, so away from normal activities. It's hard to find such an event in Christchurch. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. You have any question?
My practice is okay. Busy with work. I have a question, Tangana, but I don't know how to phrase it. So our suffering is because of our attachment to the body. So if someone is Sotapanna, so that means he won't have the self-view. So that means he will have less suffering, or
He has no attachment because he cannot control the body completely. When the body wants to get old, get sick or die, he couldn't stop the body from doing that. So he accepts this and prepares his mind to let it happen. So when he let it happen, then his dukkha doesn't appear, because his dukkha appear only because he doesn't want the body to get old, get sick or die. But once he accepts this, then there's no craving for this body. So he has no dukkha. He sees the body as being impermanent, and also being a natural process. Like nobody can control this body. No self in the body. So it's futile trying to control or stop your body from getting old, getting sick or die. It will only cause your mind to become stressful.
So that means Sotapanna won't have dukkha in his life.
As far as the body is concerned, excuse me, but he still have dukkha on other things. He still have sexual desire.
Yeah. Okay.
So whenever he see a good-looking person, he can still have sexual desire for that person. And when that desire arises, his mind could start to become agitated and restless. So he has to contemplate on asubha to see the body, the other parts of the body, the other unpleasant part of the body. So this can stop the sexual desire. Then he also after this, he still have problem with his mind. He wants to control his mind. He wants his mind to be peaceful and happy all the time. But after investigating, you'll find that the mind is still not stable. The mind still keep changing. It's also under the three characteristics of existence. So he learned to accept the changing nature of the mind also. Then after that, he had no more dukkha. The three objects that he has to deal with to get rid of his dukkha is first the body, then the feeling, then the mental states. Once he understood all these three objects, he gave up his attachment or his effort to try to control them. He let them be. Let body get old, get sick, and die. Let the feeling changes from good to bad to neutral. Same way with the mind. Then he would then have no suffering with anything, with anybody, or with himself, with his own emotion, or his feeling, or his body.
So that means he Sotapanna will be can still be angry. He can become angry.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
The only person who won't get angry is the Arahant.
Yeah.
The other three still can become angry because he still have some attachment or craving for something.
Yeah.
When you don't get what you want, you can get angry, right? If you still have one, then you will get angry. But if you no longer have any want, then you won't get angry. So stop your desire, your wanting. Develop equanimity through meditation. Then you have contentment. Once you have contentment, then you can stop all your cravings and desire. Study alone isn't good enough.
Yep.
You have to practice meditation to get the mind to equanimity, to contentment. Then you can use this mind. Then you can use wisdom to teach this mind to remain in contentment all the time. By letting go of the mind, of the body, the feeling, and the mental state. Right now you cannot let go, right? You still want to control your body, your feeling, your mental state. When you could not control them, then you start to have dukkha. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dhangajan. Yeah, understood. It's very clear. It makes sense. Yeah. Okay, thank
And
you.
the body doesn't mean your body only, other people's body as well.
Yeah.
If other people should die, like Claudia's friend, you just you have to sit, you have to accept it. So be it. You couldn't stop them from dying. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you, Dhangajan. Thank you.
Next, Professor Ken from Switzerland.
Good afternoon, Tanajan. Just
How are
listening
you?
at the moment. I'm fine, thank
Nothing.
you.
You're
No
not working
questions at all.
now. Are you still working or still
Uh,
teaching?
Still teaching, yeah. No teaching on a Tuesday. I managed to keep this time free for your teaching.
Be a student for once, for a change.
Indeed. It's much better.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanajan.
All right. Next, Ubeka. Hi, Alfredo. Are you a teacher? Are you a teacher or are you a student?
Oh, Sati Sampajana.
Sati Sampajana. Okay.
For Sampajanas.
Always mindful all the time.
Yes. I try, but I try.
Yeah,
you teach me. Wake to sleep. Since wake to sleep.
Stop thinking. Stop go to the past or go to the future. Stay in the present by merely knowing.
Yes. The past is more difficult, but
Well, because you like the past, so you find it difficult to stop thinking about it.
Yes. The memories, ne?
Yes. The older you get, then the more you think about the past and the future. Because there's nothing to look forward in the future.
Yes. The good things on the past is a problem too, ne? But not the bad things. That the good things too, ne? It's the same past, né, Bante?
Yes, there are good and bad things that we have gone through, and
Yes.
but we cannot go back to them anymore. If we want to go back, then we can have sadness. So it's
But
better not to think about the past or the future, and just stay in the present and look after the present, deal with the present with mindfulness and wisdom.
yes. Yes. Directional to purpose, né, Bante? To purpose. Appropriate nature, Bante.
Appropriate.
Do you know appropriate nature?
Okay.
Naturally. Appropriate. Is the things that we do to good to meditation, né, Bante? It's prepare the life to meditation, né, Bante?
Yes.
Not eat a lot, not sensual pleasures a lot, not things a lot, to meditate more, né, Bante?
Yeah, more meditation, better. Meditation
Yes.
is not harmful. Sensual pleasures are harmful because you can
Yes.
become attached and addicted.
Yes.
But with meditation is no bad thing that come from meditation. You only get good things from meditation. No addiction, no dukkha.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Bante.
Stay
I'm training.
sati sampashana and jhana. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Nibbida is very good, Bante. Nibbida is very good.
Yeah. Dispassion. Okay.
Udacha, Bante.
You have to,
Udacha.
in order to get dispassion, you have to see anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Anicca,
good.
anicca.
Everything is anicca. Everything is gone. Come and go. Nothing lasts forever.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll
But
go
I have 25 years to study Buddhism.
You have been Buddhist for 5 years now?
25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
Good.
More 25, 27, 28.
Mm.
I have an old Buddhist, Bante. I am an old Buddhist, Bante.
Okay, good.
It's
right.
normal. It's normal.
Okay, good. Next, Naomi from Toronto. Haven't seen you for a long time.
Yes, I've been keeping up my practice, Ajahn. I actually don't have any more questions. I always listen, and my questions are always answered. So
Yes, it's the practice that's important, and it's the mindfulness that we have to develop and to get to jhana first before we can use wisdom to any good result. We have wisdom now, but we lack the jhana, the mindfulness to carry it through, to stop our cravings, our attachment. So practice mindfulness and meditation. Be alone, be secluded. Don't mingle, don't socialize. Cut off all the sensual pleasures, activity, if you can, and concentrate on meditation activity instead. How's your sis? Okay, she okay?
Yep, she's good. She's continuing her practice a lot too. She's doing a lot of retreats and things.
Okay. Is she living in Toronto also?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No question.
No questions yet.
Okay,
Thank
just to
you.
come in and say hello.
Yeah, just to pay my
Okay.
respect.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you. Thank you.
Next, Kokseng from Singapore.
Yeah. Good evening, Prajan. Just like to report to you, for the past 1 week, I have restrained myself from watching all the news on the media outlet of CNN, CBC, Fox News, and so on. So I have restrained myself from chasing all these news. Just Prajan, just want to pardon me for my ignorance. Chasing all this news is actually a kind of sensual desires. Can Prajan just make it clear to me why is it sensual desires?
Well, you're dealing with the sensual objects like images, sound, and things. So they are sensual objects. When you listen to news, you listen to news about people, about places and things, about happening. This is our sensual, can be considered to be sensual.
And when I chase them, chase all these news, becomes a craving by itself.
And your reaction to them also from your own craving. Sometimes you approve from what you hear, sometimes you don't approve of what you hear. So you get happy or sad from what you follow.
Okay. Prajan, can I just clarify earlier what you mentioned about when we contemplate on the body, feelings, and states of mind? So body, my understanding is that we contemplate the body will get old, get sick, and eventually die. And feeling, we will contemplate the pleasant feeling that we have. We experience unpleasant feelings that we experience and neutral feelings when we come into contact with our senses. What about the mind states?
Well, mind state is like emotional state of mind. Sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're happy. It's an emotional state, mental state. Sometimes you're restless, agitated, anxious, worried, fearful. Sometimes you're peaceful, calm and peaceful. They keep changing due to the contact that the mind get contacted from the sensual objects and also from the thought. Thinking about politics right now can cause your mind to be either sad or happy.
So how do we differentiate this mind state with feelings?
Well, you have to know yourself. It's inside yourself. Feeling. You only got 3 feelings. Pleasant. When you're angry, when you're hungry, you have unpleasant feeling.
Yes.
When you eat, you have pleasant feeling.
Yes.
When you're not hungry nor full, then you have neutral feeling. When you hurt your body, you get unpleasant feeling. When you get sick, you get unpleasant feeling, right? When you're hot, you get unpleasant feeling. So this feeling is different from the mental state. Mental state is more emotional. You can have pleasant feeling, but you can have emotional. Your body, you might experience pleasant feeling, but at the same time, your mind might be upset with something else. So they're different. But don't worry about it. First, you have to go through your body first. Understand your body entirely, completely, and able to let go of your attachment or craving for them before you can go to the next level, which is more subtle, harder to understand.
Okay. Okay, I will contemplate on the body first, and and the feelings and mind states later.
Yes. Usually the feeling usually is associated with the body.
Mm.
When your body gets hurt, you get bad feeling. You get bad feeling. When your
Yes.
body gets sick, once, and
Mm.
when you get well, you got pleasant feeling.
Yes. Mm.
So all you have to understand is that you cannot force or control your feelings. They keep changing due to the changing nature of the body.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
And the anatta. Mm.
That when you get fever, you cannot just let the fever disappear right away, right?
Yes.
You just have
It's
to
beyond. Yes.
let it go through the process
The
before.
process. Yes.
If you wanted to get rid of it right away, you can get dukkha because you won't be able to do it.
Correct.
But if you just stay calm, take your medicines and wait, and eventually it will go away. It will
Yes.
disappear.
Mm.
Then you won't have any dukkha from
Mm.
wanting for the bad feeling to disappear.
Yeah, because I understand that this thing is anatta, is beyond my control. I have
That's
to
right.
let this thing go through the process.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Praja.
Next, Marina. Marina from Spain, right?
Respects, Venerable. How are you?
Good. And you?
I'm good. I'm going to Thailand finally.
Why?
I decided to go to a monastery in Thailand, to Ajahn Martin's monastery.
Oh, really? That's good. Ajahn
Yeah.
Martin is German monk. He studied with Ajahn Mahabur also. Same teacher as mine.
Yeah. I saw his biography. Yeah, I saw you both have had the same teacher. So
But I heard he's very strict though. He's quite strict and very
good. Exactly what I'm looking for.
good.
Because well, I have been looking for monasteries in the Western side, but it's like I think it's not the true philosophy of Buddhism. We have a lot of luxuries here, a lot of comfort. I just decided to go to Thailand again. So
Okay. If you go stay with Ajahn Martin, it's quite hard.
okay, I will do my best. And I would like to ask just about the role of the teacher. How important is it nowadays? Because we can access to all the teachings of all the teachers.
Well, you need somebody.
So,
Your teacher is like a guide. Like if I go to Spain, I need a guide to show me around. If you want to go to Nibbana, you need a guide to show you the way, how to get there. If you have to find your own way, it will be very hard and difficult. But with a guide, someone to tell you what to do from step one to step 10, then you just follow the guide and do what he tells you to do.
yeah, okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
very
was
important. If you could not find a living Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. But you can always come into the room here anytime you have any question in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless,
Thank you.
unless if he prohibits you from using the phone, then you won't be able to do so.
Yeah, maybe an email, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, once you have a teacher, you don't have to come to see me though. You can go to him if you have any
Just
question.
I will visit you
Okay.
if I can.
All right. Okay. See you soon. See you sometime whenever you are ready.
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to
Thank
you.
you.
Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajaan. I'm just here to pay respect to you and listening in. Thank you. No question tonight.
Okay. Suchi from the UK. Hi, Suchi.
Hello,
Are you,
Ajaan.
are you alone now in the house?
Yes,
Good.
I'm in my little corner.
Mhm.
I have practiced my meditation for 1 hour today. I do that every day, Monday to Friday. And the rest of the day, I practice mindfulness throughout the day. I try my best. I'm here to pay my respects. I greatly value your guidance for my meditation practice, and also much metta to all the participants for their input and interaction. The mindfulness really helps to handle, because I have to balance the lay life with my meditation practice, and mindfulness really helps to handle and tide over stressful and situations and restlessness better in everyday life.
Yes, very helpful. It's a very good tool to use to control your mind, to calm your mind. So try to practice as much as possible, even when your mind is not stressful. Because if you don't practice when it's time to use it, you might find it difficult to use it. But if you keep practicing when you're stressful, you can use it right away.
Yes, I will keep that in mind. Yes,
Okay,
Dhammatalk.
good. How do you find your mindfulness to be like continuous, or you start to still
When
go?
I'm meditating, I do experience what some of the participants have mentioned, in that I do not feel my body. I only know the air at my nostrils going in and out.
Yeah, the breath.
It lasts for a short while and then I lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not so strong.
Just keep coming back to your breath.
Pardon me, Ajaan?
If your mind go away from your breath, bring it back to your breath and keep watching your breath. And if your breath should be so subtle that you cannot feel it, still stay at the same spot where you watch your breath. Don't let your mind go away from that spot.
Okay,
Then the mind will become still eventually, if you can do that. Don't be distracted by anything that appears. Stay with the breath all the time. Ignore everything else that appears during meditation. Okay?
Yes, Ajaan.
And
Thank
if you're not meditating, sometimes you can also reflect on the anicca, dukkha, anatta nature of your body and everybody else's body also.
Okay.
All right?
All right, Ajaan.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next step from Oregon. Your children went to school already, or they're still here?
They're on spring break actually, so they're with grandma and grandpa. It's kind of weird. Yeah, a lot of attachment. I miss them a lot.
Right.
Good. No questions. Thank you.
Okay, stay calm, mindful.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Next call from California.
Hi, Ajaan. No questions today, just listening. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Piao and Indira. I saw you driving to work. Huh?
Yes, I just put the video on. Otherwise, by the time I come, the room get full. So
yeah, you're smart.
Yeah,
it's so nice to see you, Ajaan, and listen to everybody. As Suchi said, we learned so much from everybody's questions and your answers. Thank you so much.
We also learn a lot from Piao. He's got a lot of theoretical
No.
information. So what's your take on what we said today from the scripture?
No, it's I'm thinking of, I think the first question about you said the chitta kind of remains, moves on once you are dying. So in other words, it's a bhava, like we are creating a bhava all the time, even we are not dying. Bhava meaning creating a identity around our world around us, and creating a self with from each thing. Whatever you see, what you want, your craving, you say you want to go there to buy something, that's a bhava, like becoming, you become. So becoming happens all the time, whether you die or not. So the time of death, the same becoming is happening. So now when you have meditated, you see this, the becoming, the thought words pop up, and you don't have to pick on these thought bubbles, like you just let it go. And do you have a choice? I think if you are meditated enough, you get a choice. You don't have to go with the first thought bubble which comes up. It could be something, past thing you have done bad in the past, which can pop up, as somebody said. So, or some good thing that pop up, you can go with that. So I think there's a sutra called Sankara Uppatti Sutra. To confirm this, it is something like, it's a translation is rebirth by choice, but not everyone. People who have developed saddha, the faith, sila, the morality, sutta, the Dhamma knowledge or understanding of Dhamma, tyaga, the generosity, and panya, the wisdom. People who have developed these 5 things called seka, the training powers, have the ability to choose at the time of death where you want to be born, because you can see these thought bubbles appearing. You don't have to go with the first, because you have a bit of time to work with. But if you don't know, you just go with whatever that comes in your way.
Yeah. Like all the noble disciples, they can stop the mind from going to the undesirable realm of existence, the apaya.
Close to do.
So do you have the time, that time frame in the mind? Because brain doesn't die right away. Brain's still active. The body dies, the senses are gone. The brain survives for a bit of time. The mind's still active.
No, it's not the brain that the mind watches. It's the breath. Once the body stops breathing, I think then the connection will be disconnected. Because once the body stops functioning, then the mind cannot use the body to access the essential objects anymore.
So the mind so the mind activity still remains for a bit of time. And
the mind always remain active. Yeah. It's the body that stops functioning. See?
Yeah.
So you can make a clear choice at that point, Ajaan?
If you are
as a doctor, when does the body stop functioning? When you stop breathing, right?
No, actually, the brain. I think the last things to die is the brain. Like I think few hours it can survive, and it dies at the end. So the
without the breathing.
Without but the activity, the EEG is still there. So the activity of the mind, so mind has, the mind uses the brain as a receiver, like, so it is like the signal, like the Wi-Fi, but it is a computer. It's just the hardware only, the brain, but it also goes, like its oxygen supply cuts off, eventually it kind of dies. But the Wi-Fi signal still somehow
Stream
have
of
to
consciousness.
stream of consciousness. In other words, have to latch on to something to survive, Nama Rupa. So they can survive alone without the Rupa, the Nama.
As far as the Buddha was concerned, he said, when you stop breathing, you die.
Okay.
When you breathe in and you don't breathe out, you die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Senses are cut off. So one by one, all the
but
five
maybe
extra.
because during the Buddha's time, there's no equipment like we have today.
Yes, that's true.
And also, Athanajan Buddha is correct, because to make a clear decision, the oxygenation to the brain, everything wears off little by little. So
Yeah.
anyways, at some point you have to make that
choice.
Yeah.
And because nowadays you can resuscitate also, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And they can come back and tell you near-death experience what happened.
Yeah.
There's this doctor, cardiologist, Pin Van
Momal. Yeah, he's a Dutch cardiologist, Pin Van Momal. He did a book, he wrote a book, he did people with near-death experience who died from cardiac arrest. And he published in a famous journal called Lancet long ago. And he told consciousness, and basically saying consciousness survives death, which Buddha already said 2,500 years ago.
Actually, it just means that you didn't die yet. You just went to sleep. You just went to sleep. And what you experience is dreams. You're just experiencing dreams.
Yeah. But Athanajan, it's so interesting. Some patients, they came back and said he lost his pen while doing that, and he had put it in a drawer. The patient came and said, because he was like in a dreamy state, but he said, your pen is in the second drawer.
So the mind can still see, can perceive without the eyes being like closed, right?
Like when you go to sleep, the mind still functions.
Yeah.
And it uses memory to create dreams for it to experience.
That's true. That's
true. Good memory or bad memory. Good memory was produced by good karma, and bad memories was produced by bad karma.
Yes.
So whichever one is stronger. If your bad karma is stronger, then you produce bad memory, bad dreams will come up.
So the bhava pachya jati. So when you become what you are becoming, then it's become your birth, right? So the bhava, you're creating that identity around what you perceive with craving, and that'll create your next birth. The bhava, they become. But
yes, it's your karma that's the one that pushing your power. The mind to the next scene. Our life is like a movie. The scene keep changing all the time. And depends on who's directing the movie. Sometimes the good karma directing the movie, sometimes the bad karma directing the movie. So you have good dreams or bad dreams, good movies or bad movies.
That's so true. So true, Thanajan. Because even in the near-death experiences, this cardiologist published, about, I think, 90% of the people who had near-death experiences, when they came back, they became very spiritual, and became a lot of them.
Because they have done it, and some kind of a sense that they know there is a scene, it's happening, the
reality kind of.
Yeah.
They understand that there's the mind, there's the spirit that exists. Before that, they didn't know. They thought it's just the body alone.
Yeah. They only talk about the very pleasant experience, meeting relatives, this and that, going through a tunnel and beautiful, blissful, but very few people describe the negative experiences, the heat, and some people do experience heat and like a fire and like a, but they don't want to talk about it because it's unpleasant.
That's right.
That's why they.
That's what we call a preview of what your future life would be. If you have bad dreams, you go into hell, or you becoming hungry ghosts or scary ghosts.
Yeah. It's called Gati Nimitta. I think in the Pali, Gati Nimitta. When you die, there's a Nimitta. The sign comes up.
Yeah. the sign and the images or the experiences that appears in your mind.
Yes. Sadhu. Sorry,
Thank
we
you
won't
so
keep you
much.
too long.
Yes, thank you,
So
Ajaan.
if you're still alive and you keep having bad dreams, it's a sign that you're going to go to the undesirable realm of existence. If you have good dreams, it
I
means
had a dream recently.
going
Somebody's
to
trying
heaven.
to out.
So if you have bad dreams, it means you better do a lot more good karma to counter your bad
Yes, he
karma.
woke up, Thanajan woke up and said he felt somebody was sucking his breath out. So I said, do more good, be more generous.
Yeah, do more good karma.
No, okay.
Right now, you can still tip the balance when you're still alive.
Yes.
But once you die, you cannot change it.
Yes. And also
Okay.
we have done lots of good karma to meet you.
The karma vipaka also, you can, that's why Buddha said you can really predict. It's called achinta. It's a subject you cannot tell and finish the vipaka, what's going to happen. Because it's just only we know what you have done this birth. We really don't know anything about many lifetimes. So
Yes.
they can come up. So we can really predict the pattern of what's going to happen.
Okay. All you can do is try to have faith and do a lot
Now,
of good karma.
No.
Keep doing
in this moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least you can neutralize a little bit, dilute a little bit.
Okay, good.
Thank you,
We'll let you go.
Thanajan. Teruan Saranai.
Next, Ricardo from Uruguay. Now we go to South America. Hi.
Hi, Bante. Hi, Thanajan. Nice to see you again. And I'd like to tell that last week I had to make a travel to Montevideo, and it was, although the experience was bad because we had some bad things happening, I tried to solve it with the Buddha, trying to stay meditating and not getting involved on the situations. But I mean, that's the importance, I think, of the practice you teach us, and how on daily life we can use it anytime. So I'd like to thank you for all your teachings and all that. I also would like to tell you that we are going to Thailand too next December, and we will go to Wat Yang, so it will be very good. And I have a question. I brought this book. I don't know if you can read it. Okay, it's a book. It's the life of Ajaan Chah that I brought it from Panyahiri. That's a monastery in Spain. And he talks about this word, Salot Sambawit.
Yes, Salot Sangwet, I think.
It's a Thailand word, it says.
It's Nibbida, it means Nibbida, I think, dispassion.
Yeah, something like that. If you could explain what it comes from the Buddhist meditation.
Well, when you see the truth of anicca, dukkha, anatta, you can get this dispassion toward things that you used to be passionate about. Life. When you see life is suffering, then you start to have this feeling of salot sangwet, dispassion to life. People, if they haven't seen the suffering in life, they have passion for life. They want to live. They want to enjoy life. But when that life is suffering, when you see aging, sickness, and death, like the Buddha when he saw the sick man, old man, sick man, and dead man, his passion for life just gone. So that's what it means to have this passion for something that you have passionate about, that you
Okay.
like your body. you might have passionate for your body, but when you see that it's going to get old, get sick, and die one day, then you can lose your passion for life, for your body too.
Okay.
Salot Sangwe. Yeah.
It comes from another Thailand word like salangwa, something like that. No?
No, Salot Sangwe is a Thai word. It's not Pali.
Yeah, Thai word.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I
Thai
know.
word, yeah.
Thai word. Yes.
I think it's translated from Nibbida in Pali.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, okay. Thank you very much. Be well. Thank you.
Good. Next up, Alachita. Hi. You're in your new place now?
Yes, I'm kind of settled. I was traveling the last 2 weeks. So
Yes, I think she met you in India.
yes, she did. It was amazing. I was in Kushinara and I was sitting and she came up to me and she said, "Hello, I see you in Ajaan Suchart." It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she's Mechi, right?
She's Mechi, yes.
Yeah, Mechi, yeah.
She's Mechi.
She's here now at Vadyan.
She's there.
And she showed me the photograph that she took with you.
Exactly, exactly. It was such a sweet surprise. I was just sitting there and suddenly it was very nice. Yes. So, yes, I had the good fortune of going to Kushinara and then to Lumbini, also Jetavana, and so many sites. And you do feel
the
something
presence of the Buddha.
You do.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
A lot of people who went to this place after they visited, their life changed. The faith in the Buddha became so strong. Yeah. And some of them want to go back several times also, because they felt the experience that they couldn't feel anywhere else.
It's true. It's like some deep inside blessing, lot of stuff comes out, lot of joy comes up, many things. So in a way, having made this change, I don't know what is ahead of me, to be honest, but
I think good thing will be ahead of you, waiting for you. Only good things.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
All right.
But
you know how the mind is at the end of my pilgrimage. I was like, oh, and now, okay, I think it should be okay.
But your main task should be meditation. These trips are only to help push your meditation to a new high.
Yes, yes. So that I have the opportunity. So I will make my best effort to put in that. Yes.
Okay. Did you go on a group in a group?
Yes, I went with Ajaan Suchart and he had quite a large group. So it was, I wouldn't have been able to go alone. So it was very nice to go through the whole places. And yeah, so I feel good. And it was lovely to meet someone from Zoom.
Okay.
So, in fact, I tried to log in one of the days, but I was late. So then I said, okay, when I come back, I will log in for sure.
Yeah, okay.
So,
good.
Grateful. Thank you.
Now you're inspired, so you should do more meditation.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next, Belinda from Singapore.
Namaskar, Ajaan.
How are you?
I visited, I attended Mompo's funeral, and then I felt his presence still, despite that his body wasn't no longer at the temple, but his body was still there. And he's been his body is actually in Hat Yai. So Ajahn King and all the rest of the Sangha sent him the last, pay the last respect to him at Hat Yai. That's what I saw on Facebook. Whereas I just go to the temple that I met in. Yeah, I felt his presence. So then I felt happy. When there were no sad, no cry. So like Tan Ajahn explained earlier, in fact, 2 hours before his passing, I received news that he was in critical stage. And I just sort of telepathically sent a message. I say, because this was 95 already, it's a very old body. So I told him that he can go and it's okay, his Sangha will be okay. They'll be okay, he can come back. So when I was at the temple, I felt his presence and I saw his photo and I just felt his presence still around. I wanted to ask you, like, is it just my 5 aggregates that I imagine things? But then from Ajahn explanation that it's actually our body will leave, our consciousness still remains.
No, it's our imagination really, but it's good imagination, so it's okay. Because if he's actually around, then everybody should be experiencing the same thing, right? But it's only few people. It's not everybody will experience the same thing. So it's more of our our imagination or our reaction.
Ajahn, I didn't know, when I first met you, I didn't know you were Longda Mahabua's disciple.
I'm not his disciple. I just study with him. That's all.
You're Buddha's disciple.
They say it's not good to go advertise yourself to be this or that teacher's disciple. So I never advertised, but it's Longda Mahabuddha himself who told other people that I stay with him and study with him.
But then I met Longda Mahabuddha in the library. Like I was then, because I think when I first met Ajahn, I said there were questions about meditation and I don't have anybody to question. So I meditated at the Buddhist library in Singapore here. And then there was this book titled Mahabuddha. I didn't know what it means. But when I picked up the book, the answer to my question that I have. So sometimes sometimes it's like when we work hard, I do feel like we get help through books that will just come, will just like in front of us like that. Yeah, and then sometimes when I really don't have also once I pray to the Buddha, and then the Buddha didn't descend from the cloud whatsoever, but there was just this monk that just came by, and then he answered. He didn't. In fact, I didn't know what to ask him because I couldn't have any, like, there were no questions, but the body was feeling very bad, Ajahn, and I didn't know what to do about it. So then, yeah, and there was an encounter then, without any words spoken, and the question got resolved just through
Good. Yeah, just don't worry about how things come about. Just experience the thing. Just merely know. Okay, don't tax yourself with trying to find out what causes this thing to happen, so forth. It's beyond our comprehension. Just know it for what it is. That's good enough. Okay.
I have also one question to ask Ajahn. I saw Facebook today you said there was a message that, that we pray for the Buddha for help. And the answer that I saw on the Facebook through your page, it says that you have to rely on ourselves. My first retreat with Goenka teacher was on an island, Singapore here, St. John's Island. So I find it conducive. But the only thing right now I feel apprehension, afraid, as they don't really have a teacher. Most of the teachers are just lay people. So when I get into very serious condition, I might not have the right person to ask. But then I know that we have to work on ourselves. So I also feel that I need that intensity, the sort of the kind of schedule to get through what I'm feeling right now. And when that place is quite spacious, the only thing I'm still feeling attached, that I worry, but I don't have a teacher to ask. Because I do not know what kind of sankhara that would arise. Yet there's something I feel I picked up. Maybe I should just take a leap and go ahead for the 10 days in the island, and I don't have to find out who may be the lay person, and have that faith that whatever may be will be. So I don't know, Ajahn, do I still stay with the teacher first, or?
I think when you go to a retreat, you want to do the practice more than ask questions. So really, you don't have to worry about having question and trying to find somebody to answer your question. Because if you're really practicing, then you stop thinking. When you stop thinking, then you won't have any question.
Yeah, yes.
So if you have question, it means you're not practicing. You're thinking.
Okay.
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 I thought a lot of students who came and keep asking me questions. I said, you're not mindful. If you stop thinking, then you won't have all these questions to ask me. And lots of these questions are not necessary for you to know at all. What's more important is for you to stop thinking. When you stop thinking, then there will be no question arising. Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you for the
Okay.
booster.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, next, Lynn from Indonesia.
Good evening, Tanajan. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Yes, I'm very good. Just want to let you know that next week we'll be having holidays. So I'll be having a self-retreat for a whole week. So at home.
Good.
And I plan to have to fast every second day. So like to seek advice from Tanajan.
You mean you eat every 48 hours, every other day?
Yes.
That's good.
This will be my first experience in fasting for 48 hours. So
Yeah, that's good. You have to try it out and see whether it's good for you or not. If you become restless and keep hunger for food and not be able to meditate, then maybe it's not good for you yet. But if you find that fasting can help you to become more alert, more diligent in your practice of mindfulness, because you have to be very mindful to prevent your mind from thinking about food. See? Because if you're not mindful, your mind will start thinking about food, then you'll become very hungry, and you won't be able to meditate or do anything. But if you know that you have to be mindful to prevent your mind from thinking about food, and you do that, then you have more mindfulness that way. So sometimes you need a situation to force you to become more mindful. The goal of practice is to develop more mindfulness and meditating to get into jhana, to calm. Okay, so you have to try it out.
I'll let you know next week how I go.
Yeah, okay.
And I've got one more question. Ajahn, do you have a Zoom meeting for the monastic only?
No, just lay people in Thai and in English. Tonight in English and tomorrow is in Thai. But for anybody, even monastic, if they want to come in and join, but they usually don't. Monastic, they usually stay away from using the phone and this media, social media thing.
But what about the monastics in Wat Yan? Do you have like?
I have monks. If they have questions, they come and ask me. But I don't give talks or instruction to them in a formal way. You know, I only answer questions like the Zoom meeting. If anybody wants to ask me a question, they can come in the Zoom meeting and ask me the question. And I only give Dhammatalk to lay people in the afternoon on the weekend at 2 p.m. And then all my talks are usually printed in book form and translated into English and some other languages. And some other monastic, if they want to learn from my teaching, they learn from my books.
They're very helpful though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learn a lot from them, from you actually.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
By the way, one of my assistant have just finished translating a new book. My translation, my talk, my question and answer to lay people, and it's available in my website in the book section. The title is called Why Suffer?
Oh, okay. All right. That's very interesting.
Yeah, you can download and see and read.
Yeah.
There are questions from various people about various family matters and things like that. More lay people type of question than monastic.
Okay, I'll have a look into that. Thank you so much, admin. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Ajahn.
All right. Next, Philip from Kuala Lumpur.
Good evening, Ajahn. Glad to see you. Wishing you well. I don't have any questions tonight. Just happy to be listening and paying my respects.
How's Adeline? She's okay?
She's okay. I mean, she tried getting into Facebook earlier, but there was like kind of a very bad delay. I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure whether you fixed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's okay. She's okay. She's probably sitting in the other room with the children listening.
Okay, good. Next, we in Czech from Vancouver.
Greetings, Tan Ajahn.
Greetings, Ajahn.
Ajahn, I read a little bit of the new book. Well, it's actually not a real new book. It's a translation of your
old book. Yeah.
In the Thai version, it's called Mirror of the Heart, something.
The Mirror of the Heart. Yes.
Oh, why is that?
Well, a mirror is like when if you don't have a mirror, you cannot see your face, right?
Oh.
So the heart also that needs a mirror to understand itself. And the mirror is that the Dhamma teaching of the Buddha is called mirror.
Dhamma teaching of the Buddha is called the mirror.
It's a mirror that will show you what the heart looks like.
Oh.
So if we don't have the teaching of the Buddha, we will never understand the heart or the mind.
Oh.
So it's like when you don't have mirror, you won't be able to see your face. So you will know you won't know what your face looks like, right? So you need a mirror. So the Dhamma is the mirror for the mind or the heart. While the mirror is the mirror for the body.
Mirror of the heart is actually Dhamma.
Yeah.
Dhamma teaching by the Buddha.
Yeah, all the teaching we study about is all about the mind, about the heart and the mind, the knowing element, how it suffers and how we can get rid of this suffering from the mind.
Oh, I see. Oh. Yeah, and then the English version is called Why Suffer. It's
Why
different.
suffer? Yeah, because they felt that maybe the mirror of the heart is too vague or something, and so they want to
Yeah.
give a title more
Yeah.
more have
Relate.
more impact or something.
That's true.
When you
Yeah.
read Why Suffer, it might kind of induce interest in the reader. Say, why suffer?
Yeah, it's very. I just read the beginning, but it's very very good. It's very relatable to lay people and to like it's very very good. Actually, yeah, I love it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I just read the beginning, but I'm already really loving it because it's very relatable to myself, the lay people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's like a manual for my everyday problems. Like if I have a problem, maybe I refer. It's like
Yeah.
a
Not so much about meditation like what we do here in the Zoom room. Here we
Yeah.
talk more about meditation, mindfulness, and wisdom.
It's a daily life manual. Like if I have
Yeah.
a problem, maybe I refer to this one, and then
Yeah.
it helps. Yeah, my problem. It's very
Okay.
good. Thank you, Tanaja.
No question?
Yes, I do have a question, Dhananjan. How restlessness like in the mind arise? Like that's
From
like it has.
cravings, from your cravings. When you crave for something, your mind starts to become agitated, restless. Because you want what you crave for, see. That's why people cannot become still because they keep on having craving all the time. You crave for this, then when you finish with this, you crave for something else. Craving just keep coming up like waves in the ocean, keep coming, hitting at you at the shore.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then when it's abundant, meanings like we achieve samadhi, like temporary.
Yeah, when you want to stop this agitation and restlessness by mindfulness, by stopping the mind from thinking. Because when you stop thinking, then you cannot have craving, see. Craving arises only after you think. If you think about food, then you start to crave for food.
Oh, so we use mindfulness to temporarily stop it.
Yeah. And then later you use wisdom to teach you that what you crave for are all suffering because they are temporarily. They only give you temporary pleasure. And once it's gone, it will leave you empty and sad and lonely.
Oh.
So it's better not to crave for anything because what we crave for end up in suffering sooner or later. And the craving itself is bad for the mind because it makes the mind hungry, not contented, not calm or peaceful.
Okay, so it's craving. Okay.
Our goal is to stop our practice. The goal of our practice is to stop our craving, first by mindfulness, then by wisdom. The next mindfulness can stop it temporarily. When we stop thinking, then the craving stops. But when we start to think again, or when we expose ourselves to the sensual objects again, then our craving will come up again. So we use mindfulness first to stop it because wisdom is difficult without mindfulness to support. So you first stop your craving by stop thinking. Then once you can stop thinking, then you can direct your thought to think in terms of anicca, dukkha, anatta. That everything you crave for is anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes.
Then when you know that you're going to end up in suffering, then you say, I better not crave for this thing, right?
Yeah. uh, Tanja, another thing is like the Sanya. Buddha is saying like the origin of Sanya, like
The
a
origin
whole
of what?
the Sanya,
Sanya,
Sanya, yeah.
memory.
Yeah, memory, yeah. Like
It's just a function in the mind. The mind has its ability to remember. But the ability to recall this might vary from people to people. Some have a very short sanya. They forget real quickly. Some people have longer memory, depending on mindfulness. The more mindfulness that you have, the longer you can reach back to your memory. The longer will be your memory. The Buddha can go back to his past life because of his strong mindfulness.
oh, can all Arahant go back to their previous life?
Not all. Some don't have that intense memory, that intense mindfulness.
Oh, okay. So when we think about the origin, it's just like functions, like the five aggregates, right? The four aggregate is the function
Of the mind, in the knowing element, and this knowing element has no beginning or no end. See? The Buddha tried to trace the beginning of life of everything, and he couldn't go back to the beginning. No matter how many life he traces back to, there's still more life to trace back to.
Oh, that's okay.
Because due to the unborn and undying nature of the five elements. The five elements isn't born or created and doesn't die. It's just there all the time. It's the building blocks of everything, of life, of the universe, of the stars, the moon, and the planets, of people, human, are made from these five elements combined. Combine and then they dissolve and then they recombine again, like the body. Our body is a combination of the four elements, and the fifth element is the mind that connects to this body. Then one day the body will stop functioning. Then the four elements will then disperse, scattered from the body. The five elements, the mind also disconnect from the body and reconnect with a new body again. Just keep on doing this all the time until you can stop the mind from connecting to the body. But the body will still continue to form because there are other knowing element that still wants to connect to this new body, this body. It's only the knowing element of the Buddha and the Arahant that doesn't reconnect with a new body. Okay.
Thank you, Taj.
Thank you to the people that translate the book, and this feel great.
Yeah, they're the monks. They're the monks.
Monks, okay. For the sangha that
A few monks help translate and help check the
Um,
translation.
I just want to show my gratefulness for their effort. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next, Intan from Indonesia. Are you back in Indonesia now?
Yes, Prajan. Good evening, Prajan. Prajan, today I give the food for my mother. I say this food from my teacher. Then my mother say, you get food from your teacher, so what do you bought for your teacher? Where your teachers live? So I'm happy when my mother still remember if we get something from people, we should to give it back.
Yes, if you can, but if you cannot, that doesn't matter because the giver doesn't expect anything back from you. But it's good to show gratitude to somebody
Mm-hmm.
who give you something by saying
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And if the giver needs something, then if you can help that giver, then you should help that giver later
Mm-hmm.
on, but not right away. Not like if I give you something, then you give me something back right away. It doesn't mean that.
Okay. Okay. Yes, understand, Prajan.
It means for you to be grateful and be appreciate for their kindness, and that in the
Mm-hmm.
future, should they need your help, then you should pay back. You should help them if you can, to show your
Yes.
gratitude. Like your mother, now she's
Mm-hmm.
old, she needs your help.
Yeah.
Now you have to look after her
Yes.
in return for what she did for you when you were younger, when you were a
Mm-hmm.
baby. She had to feed you, look after you, so you can grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing reverses itself. Now she's getting old. She's like a baby now, and
Mm-hmm.
you're like the mother. So now it's for your turn to look after her.
Mm-hmm. Yes, understand, Prajan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No. I just want to inform to Prajan. When I'm in what Young Prajan asked me that I get something when I for this retreat, so I want to update to Prajan. I think I get many progress. First about fear. When the first time I arrived at Wat Yan, and I know at there have many spiritual beings. At that time, my body until it shake. But this time, I can handle the fear. So when I'm in Khao Chi-on at night and the morning, I want to know that I still have fear or no. So I turn off all the light and I sitting meditation and walking meditation outside. So I know I passed the test.
You don't have any fear. You're not afraid anymore. You're not afraid of the
Yeah.
darkness. Okay. Good.
Yeah, yes. The second, I can handle my panic attack. One day at Khao Chi-on have many strong wind. So at that time I sitting meditation and one bee fly to my hand. I just like that and I hear the sound. So I see above, oh, have a many bees at my above, but I still come and no react and continue my meditation. So
Good.
after I, yes, yes,
Yes.
Prajan.
Go ahead. After you.
So after I finish, I just realize, oh, I'm not panic. Usually if I see bee, I will panic and I will run.
Well, it's good news then. It means you have more mindfulness now. You're able to control your mind reaction to things.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's good practice to keep up with your mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Continue with
Yeah.
your mindfulness practice.
Yeah. Thank you for Prajan teaching.
Okay. Because if you don't continue, this thing might return afterwards. When your mindfulness become weakened, your panic can return, your fear can return also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Thank you, Prajan.
Next time you should use the wisdom that your body is temporary. If anything's going to happen to your body, let it happen, because you cannot control your body. It's anatta. Try to use wisdom when you face this dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you can use wisdom, then you will have no fear permanently. You will have no panic permanently.
Mm.
But with mindfulness, you can still might have panic if your mindfulness is not strong. you can still have panic or fear. Okay.
Okay, understand, Ajahn.
Understand using wisdom. Look at your body as anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes.
And let it be. Let it die. If something's gonna hurt it, let it be. If you cannot avoid or escape, then just you have to accept it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Understand, Ajahn. Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next, Marco from Holland. Keep you waiting for a bit longer now. An hour and a half.
Okay.
We
How are
take
you?
turn getting into the front queue.
Yeah, it's fine. It's actually it's good because what I try to do is I try to pay attention to my breath constantly, and I'm realizing that I'm getting better at it and actually liking it. So I think it's actually a good practice.
Okay, you have anything to report or any question?
In all fairness, I'm here just to pay my respects and just say thank you. I think my questions are getting less. I think I'm starting to understand better what my practice should be about and thinking less. I do have to admit that there were some times that I was asking the Buddha before I was falling asleep if I was priest, could see some of my previous lives just out of curiosity. What was said earlier about the dreams being maybe some previews about future lives. I really hope that's not the case because I've been dreaming a lot about work. I actually want to get rid of this. So I hope that that's not a preview for my next life. Other than that, I think my meditation's going well. My walking meditation's going well. I feel more calmness, and I'm really starting to see the three characteristics in most of the things that are happening. It's giving me some peace, but at the same time, I feel that everything is less like shiny, more empty, and more shallow, and also seeing that everything is going away. It's spring now. You see that the behavior of people is different as well. I'm trying to stay away more from people that at the same time challenge my own practice, which I think is going okay.
Yes, you should see everything as empty, temporarily. Here today, gone tomorrow. Nothing lasts.
Exactly.
So they are not real in this sense of the word. They are here today, but tomorrow they are gone. We are here today, tomorrow we'll be gone also. Even ourselves, our bodies like that, like bubbles.
Yeah. One of the things that really spoke to me was something that Ajahn Panya was saying, that basically the moment that it is now is everything that there is. And then everything else is gone. So you fabricate everything that it is as it is, and it's not going to stay. It's changing constantly. And seeing that makes you, it can do two things. One, it's either you accept it and let go and actually feel peaceful, or you worry about literally everything that happens. And I think that's what I understand now for the middle way. It's like, no, it's this moment and the rest doesn't really matter. So just be mindful. And the mindfulness is getting stronger because of that.
If you cannot accept it, it means you don't have much mindfulness. So you have to develop more mindfulness.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay. See you next time.
See you next week. Thank you.
Okay. Next, Mahesh.
Good evening, Tanajan. So yeah, last week I was able to practice well, pull myself from those other things that were bothering me earlier on, and then concentrate more on practice. Was mostly like reading Dhamma books in my free time, and also doing sitting and walking meditation. And this next week, starting tomorrow, for 15 days, I'm going on a retreat. And so and then I'll come back after that. So for the retreat, I'm sure there'll be some free time where I won't be able to like do more of sitting meditation because I've been doing for so long sitting and walking meditation. So what do you recommend during that time when I'm not able to do the sitting meditation or walking meditations? Like mainly because going back to the breath sometimes might feel like tiring after doing so many times. So is it okay to sit and just be aware of sounds, and body sensations and all of those, or do you recommend anything else?
You can read Dhamma books or listen to Dhammatalk.
This is on a retreat, so I won't have access to anything.
I see.
Yeah.
So just use a mantra then. Don't let your mind drift with things. Try to hold on, keep it still. Continue with your mindfulness practice. You can practice mindfulness in every posture all the time, not just sitting or walking. You can be mindful with your body, watch your body, watch every movement of your body.
Okay. Okay. And if I want to just sit and meditate, but not use the breath, but just hear to sounds or like body sensations and all of those, is that, how do you compare that with just being mindful of, because I may be.
I haven't tried this method before, so I cannot really give you the answer. To me, I doubt if they're useful. It's better to use mantra or your breath.
Okay.
Because the other thing, they might be changing and they might be, I don't know, it's just not, they're not stable, they're not reliable.
Okay. Okay. I'll then try to use mantra instead. And a second question on, so all of the nature that we get in this life is based on the past karma, I believe. And so if I constantly go against my nature or defilements, and then try to do the right thing, is it guaranteed to, no, not guaranteed, but like, yeah, is it very effective to burn away the past karma?
Now, the past karma that you already committed will eventually take effect. But what you can change is your past habit. Your bad habits you can change from bad habit to good habit. By being lazy, you can change it to being diligent, for instance. Being angry, you can change from being angry to become forgiving or kind. This you can change, but the consequence of your action, if you go in your past life, you stole a pig or something. In this lifetime, you might have to lose the pig if you should own a pig.
Okay.
This you cannot change. Or if you kill someone, maybe that someone will come in this lifetime and kill you. This you cannot stop. Even if you are an arahant, like the Buddha's noble disciple, I think the Venerable Moggallana, I think he got killed because he had to pay for his past karma. Although he has psychic power and he could evade these consequences, but he say they will still keep coming after him until they took effect, took his life. So instead of using his psychic power to evade, he just let the consequence take effect.
Okay. So the habits against laziness or anger and all, if I try to build them in this life, right? How easy or how difficult there is? It just like trying to force myself to go that route, and in a couple of, let's say, in a
Well, you
month
need
or so.
mindfulness. You need mindfulness and wisdom. See, mindfulness. Every time you get angry, you can stop by mindfulness, and then you can teach your mind that anger is not good for you because it's like fire that is burning your heart, your mind. So once you see that anger is bad for you, then you can stop. And instead of using anger, you use forgiveness. You forgive people and you feel good.
I have one last question. This is on taking care of parents, right? And when that I know it is recommended to take care of, it's important to take care of your parents. But sometimes I feel like with my mother, she can get into some issue with my wife, and it can become difficult if I have her here with me compared to my mother being in India and me visiting. So how do I, but still I want to take care of my mother, and then, but when I bring her here, she can have problems with my wife. So how do I deal in this with this kind of situation?
Maybe she should just remain in India and you send her the money, in which she can then hire somebody to look after her for you instead, rather than creating problems, bringing your wife and your mother together.
Okay. But then how about, like, then I won't be able to look after her. So isn't that like...
Well, at least you won't have any problem with your wife. You want her to get into trouble with your wife or not?
Sorry. Yeah, they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
it'll be
you have
difficult
to,
if she.
you have to prevent. And she's living in India now, and you're not looking after her right now. See? So if she needs help, you send her some money so she can hire somebody to help her with it.
Yeah. Financially, I'm taking care, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I have. Yeah. Thank you.
Where are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in California. Yeah.
Northern California, right?
Yeah. San Francisco area.
San Francisco, Bay Area.
Yeah, Bay Area. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll go to Christine from Penang, Malaysia. Oh, you look different. You change your hairstyle?
I dye my hair.
Oh, why? Your kilesa, your defilement.
Money.
Your defilement tells you to dye your hair. So what do you get from dyeing your hair?
Waste money, waste effort, waste energy, build all the kilesa.
And you give in to your kilesa. You could not resist your kilesa.
Because I will how do I say it? By end of this year, everything for me, I will cut everything. So before I cut, I just like enjoy at once before I go for all out.
Okay.
Ajaan, I'm happy to inform you that I have two good news. One is my husband is going for a short term of monkhood.
Good.
And he under training because quite some time he never go back to temple due to the work is very busy. And these days he went back for 3 days, and after that he will go to practice at June for 9 days short-term period. I'm so glad. Then
just being monk for 10 days?
9 days.
9 days.
A good start, a minimum.
Good start. What kind of monk? Mahayana monk or Theravada monk?
No. Ajaan King will lead.
Temporary ordination for lay people.
Yes.
Introduction courses. Okay.
Learning how to wear the robe.
How to be a monk.
Yes. Because last time we used to practice 8 precepts and we used to go to graveyard, but at least become a monkhood is once in a lifetime. I think
experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. And for me, I have a very happy further improvement for myself because I don't know why these few weeks I can see my my thought very fast every moment for my daily activities, such as when I was driving, then I can see the thinking mind is like keep on going. So if I can stop, I change from the thinking mind. I don't want to have this kind of like madness that I can see. So I change to Puto. So it's immediate stop. Then from there I can see, oh, Buddha is so powerful.
Yeah. Buddha brings you back to your knowing mind
Yeah.
and stop your thinking mind.
Yes.
Then you don't have to react when you're in the knowing mind. You just know.
And from there, I understand my past master saying that you read a lot of book on Dharma. It's like you are reading the map, but you never walk on the geography. Now I start to understand the Dharma internally,
That's right.
mentally. That's good.
Yeah. That's good for you. That's good for you.
Yes. And not only that, and I can very fast to understand the laziness from the craving, and I so enjoy the attachment for the laziness in my mind. So I can manage to pull myself out from the kind of situation and become concentrate and be mindful from my daily.
Become more diligent now.
Yeah. And it just come by itself. Maybe it's like kind of a long term on and off practice over 30 years on and off. So it's like I feel like, oh, how come it's so awesome? It's like it come by itself, include the daily activities. Sometimes I feel like tired. Actually, it's not tired. The mind is very attached to the laziness state. Is like bawanga there. So then I only know why daily also have to be mindful, as Ajaan and all the Sayadaw teaching. Be mindful is so important.
Yes. Mindfulness will wake up your diligence, make the mind become more diligent. So keep developing mindfulness all the time.
Yes. And it's so important that I see the benefit. Then from there, I see, that is dukkha. It's very, very suffer. So, like Tanajan previously, guiding us saying that, all the sensation or whatever that we have now is dukkha. Then from there, I can see, it's really inside here, the mental it create, is the root that create dukkha for us.
Good. Now all you have to do is stop all your cravings, like shaving your head, for instance.
soon, by end of this year or maybe next year.
Why do you have to wait so long? You still crave for beauty. You still crave for beauty then.
In fact, last time I was having very, very short hair, and because I used to stay in temple and I keep a precept, it's so easy for me to manage, and I no need to maintain it.
That's what you should do when your husband become a monk. You should become a machi.
Okay, I hope that one day will come soon. Thank you for your blessing and vision.
So your knowledge is still theoretical, not practical yet.
Not until that level yet.
No, still theoretical. You cannot apply it in practice yet. You cannot let go of your attachment to beauty yet. You still want your body to look good. Right?
Yeah, sometimes I can see wrinkle. I feel like, oh, my wrinkle is coming out, getting old.
Okay. No wisdom, no anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yeah, I have to contemplate more. Okay, I will take more effort. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Okay.
Next, Nining. Hi, Nining. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Ajahn. I have just back from India, Ajahn.
Oh, you came back from India also?
14 days.
14 days. Where did you go?
I go to
Lumpini?
Lumpini, I go to Bodh Gaya. Yes,
Yeah.
birthplace of the Buddha.
All the four
And then,
places.
yes, all the 4 holy places, and also to Ajanta Ellora caves.
Ajanta.
It's the Buddhist heritage.
Yes, very beautiful
It's very
caves.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I forget the time difference between Thailand and India. So I try to enter the Zoom at 9:30 because India is
1 hour.
1
1
hour
hour
30 minutes.
Yeah, behind. Ahead, not behind. Before
Yeah.
Thailand.
Actually, this is my second trip to India, and this trip already issued in June 2024. So it's long ago, and I spend more time in this visit at about 3 hours in Kusinara, in Bodh Gaya. So I do chanting and also meditation in the holy place.
How did you find your visit? Inspiring?
It's very inspiring, but this time I don't cry.
You don't cry.
The first time in 2014, I cry so hard in Kusinara. I cry so hard because I remember the story when the Buddha is going to be cremation.
Yes.
And then the fire cannot turn off on, waiting for Mahakasapa.
Yes.
Because I remember the friendship between Mahakasapa and the Buddha. So I'm so sad and I cry a lot in Kusinara. And
your mindfulness is not strong. It was not strong enough then.
2014, and now I don't cry. I don't cry. I'm happy, and also I have the chance to pay back when I was in Kusinara 2014. Someone who worked in Kusinara.
I think your sound just went away.
Yeah, and he held my hand and we run. And then in this visit, I meet him. And I can pay back all of his kindness. I'm very happy.
Good.
And then actually my question has been already answered by Ajaan to Intan, because I'm thinking how to pay back my friend kindness. She is very kind to me when I stayed in boarding house when I was in senior high school, but I was lost contact with her. So I'm thinking of making merit on her name behalf on her name. Is
Yes,
it
you
correct,
can do that.
Ajahn?
Yes, you can do that. If she passed away, then you can make merit and send it to her.
Yeah, but she is alive. Is it okay?
If she's alive, then you send her the money.
Yeah, because I was lost contact, so I cannot meet
Well,
her.
then you can just maybe help other people instead.
Oh, I see. Okay, and I will fly to Thailand this Friday, Ajahn.
Okay.
Actually, I have already make list for my mom what to eat, where to go. Is it Kilesa, Ajahn? Because
No, you have to make planning. It's not
yeah.
Unless you plan it for it to be luxurious and and pleasurable. You plan for necessity. You have to have a place to sleep. You have to have a place to eat. But don't plan for luxury, or pleasurable.
After learning from Ajahn, I just want to make everything based on my needs. So yeah, I learn so much from Ajahn, so that I can more wise spending my money.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I want to take my mom doing culinary in Thailand, because
Do what?
culinary, eating, because he loves eating.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, see you soon, Ajahn.
All right.
Thank you for the teaching. Thank you, Buddha, for the teaching.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Next, Diana from King City, Canada.
Namo Buddhaya, Ajaan Suchart. Can you hear me?
Yes, very, very well.
Yes, there's been like a lot of interesting discussion today, many different topics. I had some follow-up question. It's okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. So actually, one question was about the hair, because at one point my hair was very short, but that time I wasn't working, and I realized that I couldn't really enter the working world because there were so many different views about like very short hair. Like I would say half the people thought that maybe like I was sick with leukemia. So then I decided to just grow it out, but just like do the minimum. And you know, like the aging has happened. So I think like more of it is graying now. On some of my family, actually most of my family members, like my stepfather and my mother, has I would say each time we see each other express discontent about the way my hair is looking, the gray. And after hearing all this coloring discussion, I wanted to ask you if I were because initially myself, I just kind of set the boundary and said, you know what, like it's okay for me, it's okay for me, it's okay. But the attention is kind of like a lot, and it's not going away. It just comes up each time. Even if I maintain my equanimity, like they're not equanimous about it. And I do understand that it's just like a subject. It could change from the hair to the clothes to the food. It just keeps rolling, right? I wanted to ask you advice if I were to like color it just to kind of take out that conflict. Do you think it would be helpful, or like should I just keep going with with the natural look that I've been keeping so far?
Well, it's up to you what you want from your action. If you want to please other people, then you have to do what they want you to do. If you don't want to please them, you just want to be yourself, then you just be yourself. And the hell with everybody else.
Yeah. I don't know about the pleasing part, unless I am not being honest with myself that I am wanting to please them. It's more like to take out that conflict, because it's pretty overwhelming. Like the first thing I arrive each time, and my daughter's there, and like she just keeps seeing like a lot of disagreements.
Okay. If you do what they want to do you to do, and there's no conflict about your hair, there might be some conflict about your dress later on.
Well, actually, it is like it's a never-ending contact. So I just had that thought that arose that maybe even if I dye the hair, then the next thing would be the dress, which is already there. It's like
or the shoes later on, the shoes.
Yes, it just keeps going. There's no end to it. Okay,
Yeah.
so if I dye my hair, that won't change that. Okay.
Let them complain. You just remain. Don't react to them. Just understand this is their nature.
It's a nature.
Yeah, they have to complain. It's the nature. In order for them to be happy, they have to complain.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because my next question was like, what is behind like when we as people, when we want to control, what is driving that control? Like how to reduce the control, wanting to control, needing to control, wanting to control. Like, is there a breaking point where we can inject?
People have a certain perception of things. People, we all have a certain perception of things. We expect things to be like this or like that. So when they're not like this or like that, we become dissatisfied with what we see.
Okay, I guess the example that I'm giving, like let's say, like I'm gonna just use a simple example with my mom. Let's say like she's asking what we ate, and I said we ate some bread, and then right away she would say, "Oh, bread, that's not so healthy. You need to eat this and that and that." So then the next time I just want her to feel good, say, "Oh, we ate like the broccoli," let's say, and then she says, "Oh, broccoli is good, but what about the bread?" So then one friend was saying, well, just say you ate the bread and the broccoli. So I'm going to try it next. But my friend also pointed out that there's that she just needed to be in control, like somehow like asserting her control, like, and like yesterday. Yeah. So I was trying to find a way how to release it, because yesterday my mom said she was tired. So I said, okay, don't worry about the planning. I will do everything when I get home. And before I got home, she called me back and said she already did it all. And I said, oh, okay. So yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, just, just let her be what she wants to be.
Okay, so just let her be controlling then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And then on my personal practice, I did notice, it was surprising to me, but I did notice some more success in terms of like how the practice is impacting my life, in terms of like being able to, I guess I was a little doubtful how far mindfulness could help me deal with certain situation within myself and externally, but I just decided to like be faithful and pursue it regardless of the outcome. And in particular, in not saving into jumping other people or their feelings or making it work for them. And it was challenging because I had to stay more like, I was on the fence about it, but I was able to stay more with myself, and that attachment did let go. So that was possible. I wasn't sure. I wasn't having the detachment experience in my practice. So I had a few examples for that. And so the next question would be, I've noticed that it takes me a while to get in tune with the Buddha chanting. Like I wanted like instant result. Like the moment I was doing the Buddha, I just wanted to be like, mindful. But it took a while. And I noticed that if I was imagining something, it was like more successful in terms of like switching over. So I wanted to ask you for advice, like, is that okay? Because right now the two kind of have joined together to help me like stand my ground. Is that acceptable? Like,
well, if you can use them to control your mind, and it's okay.
Yeah, like it in terms of then like it was helping. I tried a few things. I guess I just tried like the simple one, the light, because I remembered some people were using it, and when my practice or the breathing was failing, or just to get centered when my daughter is having a lot of emotions I don't like, then, or should I just keep them separate? This was just from this week.
You just have to try it out yourself and find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
Okay, so it's okay for the two to be together.
I don't know, just try it out, see how it works.
Okay. I had another question regarding family and our responsibility for our parents. I have a sister who doesn't really help my mom a lot. And on one hand, she's absent and she's not helping. And on the other hand, like I just always wonder where my responsibility ends, because I don't know if she's doing it knowingly or unknowingly. And even though my mom like tries to not be hurt by it, she is. But anytime I brought it up, she doesn't want to deal with it. And having said that, my sister also like has kind of left communicating with me, and I didn't mind. And of course, it comes back to my daughter, because now my daughter is wondering how come it's okay for like one family member to be very caring after a parent. And now she found out that I have a sister, and my sister's like not very caring for the parent. So
because people are different.
People are different.
Yeah, she's not caring and you are caring. She's banana and you're apple. So you cannot make you and her the same, right? You cannot make banana and apple the same, dude.
So in terms of karma, how do I explain to her that it's still like, it's not okay to just abandon your grandparents? How do I explain that?
Just ask her, if you abandon your daughter now, how would she feel?
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Okay, because I could see she was thinking. Also about the books, I'm just wondering how what is the best way to get the new books?
Just go into the website, my pastorchat.com, and go to the book section,
and then I order.
No, just download. There's a link you can download and PDF file, and you can read it in your phone. Yeah.
And I can print it if I need it to, right?
Yeah, you can print it if you like.
So it's not available in already book form.
No, just in
Okay.
PDF file.
Yeah. And just a side question, have you got any Russian literature yet? Nothing yet?
I don't think anybody has translated into Russian yet. No.
Have you gotten any Russian monks staying at your monastery?
We just had a group of Russian who came last week to stay for a few days, and they asked a lot of questions in English. But there's a translator who translate them into Russian for others who cannot speak English.
Okay.
But I don't know if they will print those questions into Russian or not. I don't know.
Okay. And then some more question about the children. In terms of like my daughter and I, we go to the monastery and then we take the 8 precepts, and it's very new for this particular North American culture. So my question to you, like, how many days do you think, well, I guess for Thailand children, what age do they start and how many days can they adopt?
Well, usually during the weekend when they don't have to go to school. That's
So they
enough
can
for
do 2
them.
days.
Yeah, that's enough. Because
Okay.
you don't want to put too much load on them yet. They're still
Right.
young.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to sort of introduce them to Buddhist practices. That
Mm-hmm.
maybe eventually when she grew up, then she can pick it up herself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I will save some other question for next week.
Okay, good, because we're running out of time.
Yes.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Yes, very happy to be here. Oh, and today my daughter joined us for half an hour and she was so happy. I do need to translate to her a little bit because of the accents of different people, but she was so happy.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why I'm
good.
asking for the Russian, because I think she understands more in Russian. She can
Okay.
like return to English. Yeah, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Next, Tommy from Australia. Still on your retreat, huh?
Yes, Cap.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
One sec, I just get my notes. I just reached my first goal, 108 days.
Did you achieve anything from this 108 days?
I think the level of my mind improved.
You're more stable, your mind more stable, more calm, more contented?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
think
good
all
news.
those things.
Happy with yourself, being alone?
Most of the time, but I think because my bhavana is not good enough to be happy all the time.
You still have to resort to some sensual pleasures from time to time?
Maybe once every 2 weeks I get some nampana with my food delivery. Chocolate, cheese.
Just food only, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm thinking about determining to try and do another 108 days. I was wondering what you think.
Good. The more you can do, the better it is for you.
Do you think it's good to
do it all year round? Do it forever.
Forgot my question. How come you left being a hermit when you were a layperson?
Oh, because I ran out of money. So I have a choice of either I go to work and feed myself or become a monk. I didn't want to become a monk because I felt it's like being putting in a cage. You know, when you're a monk, you have monastic codes to follow and you have to live in a monastery.
Yeah.
I was still sort of want to be able to go here and there whenever I feel like to.
Right.
But I don't have the money to feed me, so if I want to remain a layman and practicing, I have to go to work. And if I go to work, then I won't have time to practice.
Yeah.
So I decided I want to practice, and and decided to take the bitter medicine, become the monk.
I won't run out of money anytime soon, but some of my monk friends, they're worried about me living as a hermit.
There's nothing wrong. You're not hurting anybody,
Yeah.
and you can always return if you have to. It's easy to return to the world from a hermitage lifestyle. Then it's harder from going back to a hermitage lifestyle when you return to the world lifestyle.
I wanted to ask about this term sakdewa.
Satteva.
When you say like kavedana jitam sakdewa, what does that mean?
กายเวทนาจิตธรรมสักแต่ว่า Thai word
Yeah.
สักแต่ว่ามัน merely know merely hear merely see สักแต่ว่ารู้สักแต่ว่าเห็นสักแต่ว่าได้ยินได้ฟัง That's merely no reaction to what you see or hear or know.
So in the context of Satipatthana, what would it mean?
The body is just merely body, no self, no you or me in this body, no me or you in feeling, no me or you in mental states. They are just merely mental states. They are merely feeling. They are merely body.
Okay. I see. And what's Jitdam?
Jitdam. This is the original Jitta, or the Jitta in this prime in this original state, which is in jhana, when it's called Jitdam, when the mind becomes completely still.
And what about Kriya? How does that work?
Clear? What do you mean by clear?
Kriya, like when somebody attains Arahant, they say it's like mere action, there's no karma.
Kiriya.
Yeah.
You do action without having any craving behind your action. You drink without craving. You smoke even cigarette without craving. If somebody give you a cigarette, you take it and smoke it. This is kiriya. People couldn't understand why arahants still smoke or chew bitter nut. It's just kiriya.
Yeah.
No attachment, no craving. But they can enjoy the pleasure of smoking, the pleasure of the bitter nut, chewing bitter nut, or even enjoying the pleasure of eating. Somebody give you some favorite food, you can eat it and enjoy it, but you are not attached to it. That's all. If tomorrow you don't get the same thing, you don't feel bad or anything like that.
So the Arahant Kusi mindfulness so sharp, you live in the present moment all the time.
And also have wisdom not to be attached to anything, because everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Do anagamis get rid of all sensual desires?
Yeah, sexual desire and attachment to the body. Life.
What about food and seeing like a nice mountain or a sunset?
This is also sensual pleasure, and anagami also have got rid of this.
Okay.
Anything that has to deal with the body, the sensual part, this is the body. But he still have mental issue with his mind. Sometimes his mind is still restless, agitated, or angry, or crave for something.
So anagami still has anger.
Yeah. Still have some remaining craving left. Craving for the spiritual thing, not the physical thing anymore.
Oh. Okay.
So like craving for jhana, craving for rupa jhana, craving for arupa jhana.
Yeah.
Attachment to a self. We still have attachment to this view of a self. But this is more mental, not physical.
I see. Okay. I was gonna for my last 100 days, one of the themes was chant the Jina Panjara a certain amount of times. And I'm trying to think of a new theme for the next 108 days.
One foundation of mindfulness, I recommend.
Okay.
You can learn
Just
it.
read the sutta.
Read and recite it, and close your eye and chant it. Recite the sutta using it as a meditation object when you meditate.
Okay.
It's better if you can do it in English, so you can understand what you're reciting also, because it's instruction on how to develop mindfulness, how to practice anapanasati, and how to develop wisdom.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
thanks, Ajahn.
Why do you choose the 108? Why not 100 or 95 or?
Because 108 is supposed to be auspicious number.
I see. Okay.
It's like ETP so is like the 108 qualities
Yeah.
of the triple gem.
Yeah, we use this 108 to describe something, many. When we want, when you want to mention something that there are many, we say light bad, 108. Mm. Okay, nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Okay, good.
Right.
Keep it up. The more the better. The more practice, the better.
Yeah, I feel like this is rare opportunity.
Yeah, if you can do it, just keep doing it as much as possible.
Okay, thanks, Ajahn.
Maybe it will be enough to propel you into enlightenment. Who knows?
Maybe, I hope so.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Next, B. Ravin from Bangkok. You're getting fat. You're looking more blossom, more blooming.
I think that's because I just changed my haircut. I cut my
I
hair
see.
short,
I
so
see.
it makes me
Okay.
look fatter, but it's good so I can focus on losing weight more.
Yeah.
But I'm trying because usually I don't eat dinner when I work from home.
Okay.
It benefits me in two ways. So I don't eat too much and I can meditate better.
Okay. You still do meditation regularly?
Yeah, at least I do once a week. I'm trying to do more, but I keep at least the once a week meditation.
On your day off, huh?
On my day off on Sunday, I will
I
always
see.
meditate every Sunday.
How long can you sit? Can you meditate?
Usually I try for an hour.
Mhm.
1 hour, not less than that. If I can go for longer, then I will.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, I will try to do more. But at least I stick to my schedule.
Okay. And on that day, you keep the precept, or no? Or you still have dinner?
If I don't go out, if I don't go out, then I won't have dinner.
I see.
I only eat dinner if I meet up with friends or I
Yeah.
have to have dinner at the office. If
And
I'm at home, then I
and
don't.
you can still come back and meditate. Yeah?
Yes, usually I try to meditate in the mornings before
I see.
I
You
go
go out
out.
before you go out.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. If I eat dinner and I come back, I will not have the strength to meditate.
That's right. Okay.
So
I
I make
forgot.
sure I do it first.
Yeah, first in the morning when the mind is fresh
Yes.
and rested.
Yes.
Good.
Usually before I eat anything, I feel it's when the mind is fresh.
Why can't you do it every day then? Because you're not
Maybe might ask
inspired yet. You're not inspired to do more yet.
I think I am. I'm just too lazy, I'll be honest.
Well, you
I
have
know I
to-
can do better.
You have to think of that more often. Then time is running out for all of us.
Yes, I need to think about it more often.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I will overlook it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Any question tonight?
I'll keep it short, Prachan. Just one question. You mentioned earlier in the call about the four aggregates, the earth, fire, wind, water, and the mind being the fifth element.
Yes.
What are the special qualities of the mind that makes it permanent, whereas everything else is impermanent?
Everything else is permanent. The other four elements are also permanent. See, the earth always exists. The water element always exists. The fire element and the wind element, they all exist. They're the building blocks of everything that we know. The building blocks of the universe, of people, human, animal, planet, the trees, and so forth. They all come from the five elements. The four elements, basically, without, but with human and animal, there's the fifth element that combine or join with the other four elements. But they combine, and after a period of time, they separate. So the body breaks apart, and the mind go connect to a new body again. Reconnect, disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect. While the body combine and dissolve, combine and dissolve. This is how things work. They are elements. They are elements. But we introduce this perception of people, things. It's just creation. It's just a fiction. What we know of are all fiction. You, me, have a certain name, have a certain nationality, and all so forth. It's all the description of these four elements that we see. We just put up this description so we can communicate and talk about us. If we just say we are four elements, we don't know who we're talking to. We call samuti, supposition, or role playing. Really, that's what we are, role playing with the body. But it's not real. We are not real. The body is not real. What is real is just the four elements that make up this body. They are real. They last forever. And also the fifth element, the knowing element, they are real. And the sixth element is the space element. We need to have space for these things to exist, right?
So there's six elements.
Yeah, the building blocks of everything consist of the six elements. The earth element, the water element, the fire element, the wind element, the knowing element, and the space element.
Is time the seventh element?
No, time is just the result of action or movement. See? If there's no movement, then you cannot measure time, right?
Yes, that's right.
If your body doesn't change, if your body doesn't change, then you cannot tell what age it is, right? If you're born and you remain a baby all the time, every day the same. See, if the sun doesn't move, then how do we measure the time? We have to find something else to measure the time with, right? If the earth doesn't rotate and the sun doesn't move, then we have to find some other way of measuring time. Time is just a measurement.
It's just one of the many things that are arbitrary suppositions that we make up.
Yes, right. What is real and original and always there is the sixth element, or the sixth element. So we can call us, we are five elements and floating in the space element.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Look at the planet. Planet are element, right?
Yes.
Mostly earth element, except for the sun. The sun is mostly fire element.
Hydrogen burning, yeah.
But we have modern terminology for the elements. We call them liquid, solid, gases, and heat. These are the four elements. What science doesn't know is the knowing element. They don't know this. They thought it's part of the body in the brain, but it's actually another element. Only when you meditate, then you can see that this knowing element. Like when I mentioned to check about the mirror. Meditation is like a mirror. When you meditate, you'll see the knowing element. See yourself. See the knowing element. Like when you have a mirror to look at your body, you can see your body. Without a mirror, you don't know how your body looks like. So without meditation, you don't know what your mind looks like. Okay, I have to go now.
Yes, thank you.
Next, Joe iPhone from Niagara Falls, I think, right? Is Niagara Falls in both the US and Canada, or is in Canada?
Canada ครับ
Oh, Canada, okay.
ครับ
We have Mandy Smith also from Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Okay, can I help you with anything?
Just no question, just a little quick question. Is that possible to meet you in Thailand?
Yeah, I'm here all the time, if I'm still alive.
Yeah, I was thinking to go back to visit my family in Thailand next year.
Yeah, I'm usually available almost every day, but at different times. Weekdays in the morning about 9 at the dining hall. Weekend at my kuti in the afternoon about 3 o'clock after my Dhammatalk at 2.
Okay. So is that possible to sai bath in the
Yes,
morning?
in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning at a nearby village called Ban Ampur.
Ban Ampur, okay. Yeah, I'll get information when the closer day I go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Prajan.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Next, Mandy Smith. Amazing, you're living in the same town, not meeting each other, and instead meeting here.
We have met each other.
Oh, you met before, I see. Okay, good.
Yes. Yeah, good to see everybody and glad to have everyone's questions. They're so inspiring each week. My question is, can dreams be a form of Vijayana?
Vijayana?
Yes.
What do you mean Vijayana?
Can it be a form of seeing the past or seeing the future? Is it some type of, can we go into meditation state while we're dreaming?
No, when you're dreaming, it's usually when you don't have mindfulness, like when you go to sleep or when you die. Then the dream are created by the influence of your good or bad karma. The experiences that you have done, and they contained in your mind, in your memory bank. So this thing will come out when you go to sleep or when you die. Good dreams or bad dreams depend on what kind of karma you did in the past when you're still alive.
Okay. So I had a dream where I was in some sort of open architecture surrounded by forests, and I couldn't quite place location, but I witnessed some type of
Yes, they can come from your past because dreams have come from what you have done previously in your past lives, or past years, or in the past.
Okay. And I went to the man sacrificed, he was some type of important person leading, and he sacrificed himself. I was not involved in the war, the invasion that was happening, but I went to his dead body and just said how noble and how honorable it is for his actions. And the next thing, I'm going into the town where there's lots of women and children and telling them, gas is coming, take cover, take cover. And I thought, must be some type of delusion. I guess it's something I don't need to contemplate about, but it just felt so, my
So
dreams.
real. When you're dreaming, you thought you're in the real world.
Yeah.
You only find out that it's a dream after you wake up.
Yeah.
But when you're dreaming, you don't know that you're dreaming. You thought you were actually living the life, living the experience.
It's so interesting. That's, I guess, where the question comes from. Is I was curious.
Maybe in your past life you did a lot of war. You did a lot of bad karma, killing and.
Well, yeah, perhaps, but I've never killed in the dreams. It's more of like a
experience it.
empathetic.
Be in the action. Be part of
Yeah.
the action, maybe.
And yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Just also saying that opening the temple again this week and looking to do more of this time at Wat Ratchadam in the Niagara Falls at the Jade Temple. I'm working on a project for the manager there for women in Buddhism. I was wondering if there was anything that you would advise to highlight, and besides my own research, I suppose, if there's anything you think could be added importantly to it.
In what way do you mean?
I suppose, should I highlight more so the women who have been in Buddhism, or should I highlight that I think it's meant to inspire more females in the area to be coming and meditating, and I'm curious, is there something maybe I should...
You can point out that men and women are the same as far as practice for enlightenment is concerned. If anyone can establish the Noble Eightfold Path, then they can become enlightened regardless of their sex, all right? Sex or gender.
Yes. Okay.
They just have to have the effort to put in the practice of the Noble Eightfold Path.
Okay, thank you.
Don't let your gender be an obstruction to your practice.
Okay. Yeah, I will stay away from so much, so highlighting
But it
that.
might be harder for women to practice if they have to go into seclusion, because women usually cannot be alone because they can be attacked by other unkind people. So it might be harder for women to become enlightened in this regard. They're not able to go wandering in the forest being alone. They have to practice within the community, within their own community.
Okay.
But there were still lots of women during the Buddha's time that became enlightened. So you can still become enlightened practicing in a community.
Yes. Okay. My other question was for Sui and Czech, wondering if there is an email to obtain books or some form of...
You want the hardcover book?
Yes.
I think you can contact Sui and Czech. I think I'm not sure how you can contact. There's a chat here that you may be able to chat with each other right now. I think if the admin turn on the chat function for you.
Okay, great. That would be great. I'd like to add a few copies at the temple there.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
I think somebody who has anything to do with delivering book is listening, and they might try to contact you through my assistant, email also, if that's possible.
Yes. Okay.
Unless Jack can send her your email right now through the chat. Okay?
Thank you.
We still have a few more minutes before we close this meeting. I'll go to Sulan next then. Sulan.
Oh, hello, Ajahn. Nice to see you.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. How are you? Good? Happy?
Okay, okay. Yeah, half
Okay.
happy, then half stress.
Still stressful, huh?
Yeah,
Try to do more mindfulness. Think less. The less you think, the less stressful you become. The more you
yeah,
think, the more stressful you become.
mm, yes. Yeah, I was just thinking like whether is it important to pursue excellence?
Well, becoming enlightened is in the form of excellence that you should pursue.
Mm,
So it's important to become
mm,
enlightened.
mm, okay. Then other than that, it's not as worthwhile.
No, in whatever you do, you should do it as the best as you can. See,
Mm,
whether worldly matters or Dhamma matters, when you do something, do it to the best of your ability
mm.
for the
But
best result. For the best result.
mm,
But if
but in
you,
the
if you cannot do it, don't be sad or don't be unhappy.
oh
Because sometimes we're not that smart to be able to do everything perfectly.
oh, that's true.
As long as we try our best, that's all we have to do.
Mm,
Whether we
okay.
achieve the maximum or not, that's another story. Sometimes we might be able to achieve the highest level of achievement. Sometimes we might not be able to. We just have to accept the fact.
Mm. So in the process of like trying to do my best, then what if I say things or that make people unhappy?
Well, try not to
Then
repeat the same mistakes again.
mm, okay. Mm,
Or if you want to be more strict, maybe you should punish yourself so that you don't forget easily. See, like maybe cutting down on your expenses on luxury or buying luxury things.
yeah, that's true. Oh,
All right.
yeah.
And anything
Mm,
else?
okay. So I should be more strict on myself rather than like being strict on others, right?
That's right. Others that they don't whether they're good or bad, they don't make you good or bad with them. See? So you have to be strict with yourself. You make yourself good, you're the one who benefits from your being good.
Mm. But if it's in a team and if it's a teamwork that is like that I
Well,
hoping for excellence.
but you cannot force other people to do things. Yeah.
Okay.
If they want to do it, they do it. If they don't want to do it, what can you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Maybe change a team, get a new member into the team, replace the useless team person who is not performing the best, and get somebody else to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Ajahn. Mm.
I'll go to Kunjup now for questions from me. Email.
กับนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ we have 6 questions altogether and we have one question from the assistant Gmail and it's from Matilka. How hard should we push ourselves in terms of practice and renunciation?
Well, as hard as you can, but not to the point where it becomes counterproductive.
Is it wise to back off when we reach a point when we no longer have comfort in the practice, or should we always push as hard as possible?
Well, when you practice, you have to experience discomfort. You know, this is something that is not avoidable, but you have to look at the result and look at your strength, how much you can push yourself, and what kind of result you are getting from your practice. Because if you don't push yourself, you don't advance, you don't move forward. Like the saying that say, "No pain, no gain." But you just have to know the right amount of effort you put in. Sometimes too much effort can be counterproductive.
The next questions are from Facebook, and the first one is from Tan Rainman. Ajahn, what do you do if during meditation you keep seeing your own skeleton?
Ignore it. If you want to enter to jhana, you have to focus on your meditation object only.
The next question is from Aun from Malaysia. I heard from one Ajahn about his own experience on how he can enter samadhi easily, but suddenly after a few years, he said his jhana suddenly disappeared. He said his mind felt dukkha after he can't enter jhana and tried to find out what the cause is that he cannot enter jhana again. After a few years, he cannot find out the cause until he met one of the experienced forest Longpa, and Longpa told him that jhana is also anicca, impermanence, and to try other tactic practice of awareness all the time. After the Ajahn followed this Longpa's advice and practiced mind awareness all the time, then the Ajahn just realized even jhana is also permanent. Can Ajahn please explain whether the jhanic state also suddenly can disappear and be impermanent? Satu.
Well, all jhanas are temporary. See. You practice mindfulness, you meditate, then your mind enters into jhana for a certain amount of time. Then after that, you come out of jhana. Then the jhana disappear from your mind. So if you want to have more jhana, then you have to meditate more. But you cannot have jhana as a permanent thing. It comes and goes according to the amount of meditation effort you put in.
The next question is from Deborah Jonas. Namaskaran kaท่านอาจารย์. I bow at your feet. Greetings from Toronto. My employer said that I can either return to work or resign. I have figured that I have enough resources to take an early retirement. Why do I feel fearful of resigning? Thank you.
Because when you work, you have something to hold on to for your security. When you're not working, then you have nothing to hold on to except the money that you have saved, which might steadily become decreases, and so you don't feel secure with the amount of money that you have.
The next question is from Minnie Pool. Dear Ajahn, if someone is successful and have a very happy life, how could we advise him to incline to Nibbana? Thank you.
Well, if they're happy and they don't ask for your advice, then there's nothing you can do. Just leave them alone.
It is said that all arahants have perfect mindfulness, but why they have different extent of memory? And it is heard that even some renowned Ajahn who is believed to be an arahant suffers dementia. Can you please explain this?
I cannot speak for anybody, but I can say in general that mindfulness, if you have mindfulness, you usually don't become dementia, But if the person becomes dementia, it might mean he might not have that level of mindfulness yet.
And the last question is from Tanik. Does the self arise and cease?
The self came from your imagination, from the mind's imagination. When you meditate and when you stop all the mental function, then the imagination disappears, and the self disappears with your imagination.
That is all, Ka.
Okay. Okay, that's about all we have the time for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and practice as much as possible. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
สาธุสาธุสาธุ
See you
ท่านอาจารย์
later.
Thank you Admin Good night everyone
Thank you,
Good night, Ajahn.
everyone
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, admin. Good night, everyone.
Thank you
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.
ขอบคุณป้าจุ๊บครับขอบคุณพี่แอดมินทุกคนนะครับสวัสดีครับ
ครับ สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Thank you, everyone.